What we did, we presented IM Properties with several options for the M&E services and concepts. And the option we chose was a 4-pipe fan core system because it seemed apparent that the client wanted an institutionally recognisable system that operated successfully with rapid reaction to temperature change. Stability and sustainability was high on the agenda as well through that process. The elements that make it institutionally recognisable is really meeting the BCO standards, or British Council for Offices standards for temperature, environmental control and services installations. That offers the opportunity for flexibility as well, for changing the space very quickly, rapidly. It will respond to that well, but also giving the users and the occupiers the enjoyment of instant temperature change control at their fingertips. That's really important, and so the system is very reactive in that sense as well. And what we've done, we've introduced a sustainability roadmap that arrives at a low energy building through embedded energy using combined heat and power. So we have our own lead boiler which generates electricity, and the waste heat is used usefully for hot water. There's a lot of catering on site. There is a lot of hot water usage, which is great for the load profiling for a micro CHP. And then through that embedded process, then we've introduced photovoltaic cells and arrays on the roof, which generate electricity on site as well and contribute towards the base load of the building. So it's not greenwash, it's not bling, it's introduced, it's embedded into the building, it's intrinsic in its operation. The actual lighting itself is designed very bespokely for this building. It's unique, and when we've enjoyed a huge process in terms of elaborating with lighting design with the architects and the interior designers and the client to get the right solutions. However, that doesn't mean it's expensive. What it means is that it's designed well and it operates efficiently. It's LED, obviously, but also the way we've set up the lighting control systems is intuitive. It follows the person around the building, so when it doesn't need to be on, it's not on. But however, the system that we've used and the fittings that we've used are off the shelf. They're not something that's going to be obsolete in a year's time. We've created something, again, commercially viable, maintainable, and suits the FM provision of the building that I am, again, briefed us on very early. They're very focused on FM operation of the building for the users and the user experience. Going back to the briefing stage, what became very clear is do not get the temperature of the building wrong. And I think the reality was that we need to make the building very stable. So the core temperature of the building stabilised with concrete exposed and a heavyweightish building helps with that. The glazing, the actual U values and the thermal performance of the building is well beyond building regulations, way beyond. We also have car charging points, electrical vehicle charging points, and we've also introduced an infrastructure within that car park which allows for future-proofing that. So it's almost becoming slightly self-supportive as a site, as a campus, and therefore I think paying unique homage to where we want it to be in terms of the roadmap for sustainability in the UK, but also going beyond that as well. It's exciting to be able to deliver something that's designed so well in the current market where budgets are obviously important. We understand the commercial viability and that's always been very much part of the brief. But what we've accepted through the process is the quality the client demands. The client wants quality. So we've been allowed to just push a bit harder on that end of or scale of the design. So we've delivered something we feel very proud of and it's going to perform very well. Through the commissioning stages, it's already demonstrated to us the reliability and the performance of the system very quickly. And we've got to a position where it's operating successfully earlier than we expected with all the systems performing well. The experience of working with IM Properties, obviously we've worked with Jason and Madge for a number of years on various schemes. This had a different slant to it. This was their new home. So we wanted to make sure they understood that we were doing the best we could possibly for IM Properties. And I think through the process, there were some ups and downs. There's going to be. And I think we're all grown up enough to understand why that happens, and we get on with it and we meet the deadlines and we work together to get to the end game, which is important. And I can see that's arriving now. I think in the words of Vinnie Jones in a famous film, it's been emotional, but fun as well.